This is ICP number 11. My name's Charles Scola, and let's go over this real quick. So, the assignment for this is to download the source code and make it running, and to using the source code for the CNN MNIST dataset, run it on a different dataset and report the accuracy, the dataset, hyperparameters, and any observations. So, this is the code just for the CNN portion of it. I erased the previous portions, and really the biggest thing, or really the only thing I changed was right here. So the way that we got the MNIST dataset is from Kara's dataset, and let me pull up a website right here. So Kara's includes a bunch of different datasets, and instead of downloading and dealing with handling, importing, and exporting a bunch of different datasets, I decided to just use one of these datasets to make it a bit easier. So instead of using the digits dataset, we did the fashion MNIST dataset, which basically has 60,000 pictures, grayscale of fashion design. So and the output is a label depending on what type of the fashion is. So if it's a T-shirt, it'll output a 0. So we do this, and we load the data in, then we have to normalize the images so that way it works, and reshape the images again. Because the images are already grayscale, because they're exactly the same size as the previous data set, there was no issues with that. It didn't have to change anything. Next is the hyperparameters. Really, the only hyperparameter I changed was the number of filters to 10, which made it a bit more accurate. So basically, the filters, from what I understand, is basically makes it compresses the image a bit, so that way it's easier for the neurons to like understand. Okay, we're looking for this image inside this block. Basically, it's a bit more complicated than that, but I don't have that much time. So after I did that, we build the model, we compile the data, and then we train the model by fitting it. So to do that, we do multiple epochs. The more epochs you have, the better. Originally, in the original model, we have 30. For this one, I did 50 because, well, 50 is a good number. Honestly, bigger number is probably better just because of how training works. But once you hit a certain number, a certain value, it just won't stop. It won't increase its accuracy. So as you can see, after 50 epochs, it made it to the last one was 93.7% accurate, which above was a bit higher at 93.92. So that's why I do epochs, so that way it kind of balances out a bit. Like right here, it started at 77. That's no good. And then we do the prediction model. So what we want is 92116. Those numbers correspond to the image. So 9 is an ankle boot, 2 is a pullover, 1 is trouser, and 6 is a shirt. So if you look at those first 5 images, those are it. And the model is able to accurately predict it, which is perfect. And that is the ICP for this week.